Hi students, welcome to history class. Before starting lesson, I am asking some questions from previous class. Who was the founder of Paramaras? Upendra Krishna Raja. What was their capital? Taranagar. Who was the founder of Solankis? Mulraj first. Who was the Solanki ruler who defeated Muhammad Ghazni near Mount Abu? Mulraj II. Who was the most famous ruler of Chandelas. Ganga. What was his capital? Maharajadhiraja. Who was the well-known ruler of Chauhans? Prithviraj Chauhan. When and between whom the first battle of Terrain fought? Between Prithviraj Chauhan and Muhammad Ghori. What was the result? Prithviraj Chauhan defeated Muhammad Ghori. When and between whom the second battle of Panipat took place? Between Prithviraj Chauhan and Muhammad Ghori in 1192. What was the result? Muhammad Ghori defeated Prithviraj Chauhan and Delhi came under the control of Muhammad Ghawan. Okay. Let's today's class we may learn contributions of Rajputs to India. You know, Rajputs ruled more than 500 years in India. This was a glorious period in the history of India. Okay, Rajputs were famous for their valor and adventurous spirit. Okay, and they were the great warriors. Okay, without fear, they faced the attacks of Turks, Arabs and Mughals. Okay, in this way, Rajputs have special place in the history of India. Okay, so let's today's class we may study about how is the economic condition. Economic condition of Rajputs. Here, Arab traders developed very good trade relationship with Rajputs. Okay, so some of the items like spices, cotton, silk cloths, perfumes and costly diamonds, these are all exported. Okay, exported to Arab countries. Okay, Arab merchants developed trade relationship with the Rajputs. Okay, so some of the items like spices, then cotton, okay, then perfumes, silk cloths, then costly diamonds. These are all items exported. Okay, exported to Arab countries, Arab merchants or Arab traders. Okay, exporting means Rajputs sending all these items to Arab countries. Okay, and in this way, here Arabs they imported. Sorry, Rajputs imported horses from Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. That is a import. Import means we buy. Okay, Rajputs buy horses from Saudi Arabia to India. Okay, in this way there is a very good foreign relationship developed between Rajput kings and Arab merchants. Okay, during this period. Okay, this is the economic condition of Rajputs. Okay, next how is the social condition of Rajputs? There were several social classes in a society. Okay, then based on their caste, profession is there or occupations followed by the people. Okay, then women held very high status in society. Okay, women held high status. High status. Okay, then women studied literature and Sanskrit language also. Women studied especially rich here rich women's, okay, literature and Sanskrit language. Not only this, women were expert in art, then music, then dance, painting and embroidery work. Okay, this is the social condition of Rajputs. Okay, women have very good status in society. Okay, they have permission to learn Sanskrit language, Sanskrit literature. Then they were very expert in various cultural activities like art, music, dance, painting, embroidery work, etc. Okay, but two bad practices existed in a society. Okay, that is a sati system. Okay, sati system. Then child marriage. These are the two bad practices held in society. Do you know what is sati system? If husband died, then women also jumping on the fire and ending her life. Okay, that is sati system. Then a child marriage. Child marriage means marriage below the age of 18 years among the girls and marriage below the age of 21 years among the boys. That is called child marriage. These are the two bad practices existed in society. Okay, then Pushkar. Okay, it is a center of worship of Brahma. Brahma. Near Ajmer. It is a pilgrimage center. Pilgrimage center during the rule of Rajputs. Okay, Pushkar. Okay, in this place, which god was worshipped? Brahma. Okay, it located near Ajmer and it is one of the pilgrimage center. Pilgrimage means that is the holy center. How does nowadays Dharmasthala, Subramanya, these are the holy places. No, in this way, Pushkar. Okay, here Lord Brahma was worshipped. Okay, this is the holy place for Rajputs. Okay, then every year camel fair, okay, held in this place. Okay, every year camel fair held in Pushkar. Even today this practice was continued in Pushkar. Okay, so these are all the social conditions of Rajputs. Clear this? Okay. Next, art and architecture. Rajputs contributed greatly in the field of art and architecture. Okay, so income of kingdom was spent more for construction of temples, palaces, then forts, etc. Okay, so this gave employment opportunity to people in the society. Okay, so they built beautiful temples, then magnificent palaces and formidable forts. Okay, Rajputs built beautiful palaces. They built magnificent or wonderful, okay, magnificent temples, okay, and formidable. Formidable means very strong, very strong forts were built by Rajputs. Okay, so construction of these palaces, temples, forts, these give job opportunity to many peoples. Okay, so clear this. We learn where Rajputs built their beautiful temples. Okay, first one, Kandariya Mahadeva temple at Khajuraho. Okay, first one. Kandariya Mahadeva temple at Khajuraho. Okay, then a second one, Dilwara temple. Okay, then Vimala temple and Luna Vasai temples were built at Mount Abu. Mount Abu. Okay, these are all the beautiful temples built by Rajputs. Okay, first one, Kandariya Mahadeva temple at Khajuraho. Next, Dilwara temple, then Vimala temple and Luna Vasai temples. These beautiful temples built at Mount Abu. Clear this? Okay, so now we may learn where they built their beautiful palaces. First one, Hawa Mahal. Okay, Hawa Mahal at Jaipur. They built Hawa Mahal at Jaipur. Okay, here Jaipur is considered as a pink city. Okay, here this building, here buildings were painted in pink color. That's why Jaipur is considered as pink city. Okay, then palaces of Udhampur. Okay, these are the beautiful palaces built by Rajputs. Okay, one Hawa Mahal at Jaipur. Okay, and here Jaipur is considered as pink city because here buildings were painted in pink color. That's why it is totally considered as pink city. Okay, then next, palaces of Udhampur. Okay, this is also one more beautiful palace built by Rajputs. Okay, then where they built formidable forts. Formidable or strong forts. They built their strong forts in various parts of North India. Okay, it includes Chittor, then Mandu, Ranatambur, then Gwalior, okay, in these places Rajputs built their strong forts. Okay, these are all in North India. Among all these four forts, Gwalior Fort is special among Indian forts. Okay, Gwalior Fort is special among the Indian forts. Hence, Gwalior Fort is considered as pearl among Indian forts. Pearl among Indian force. Okay, how does coal is precious or valuable to Indians? No, in this way, this Gwalior fort, it is also special among Indian forts, and it is considered as pearl among the Indian forts. Okay, so these are all the formidable or strong forts built by Rajaputs. Okay, they built their strong forts in Chittor, Madu, Ranatambur, Gwalior, etc. Okay, among these four forts, Gwalior fort is a special fort among Indian forts. Okay, totally Gwalior fort is considered as pearl among the Indian forts. Okay, so these are all the contributions of Rajputs to Indian history. Clear this? Now we may learn what are the contributions of Rajaputs to the field of literature. Okay. Kings like Munja and Bhoja, they written more literary works. Okay, then King Munja had two poets in his court. Okay, King Munja, he had two poets in his court. Who are those? One Padmagupta, another one Halayudha. Okay, Padmagupta and Halayudha. Okay, they were the court poets of King Munja. Okay, one more Rajput king, King Bhoja. He gave patronage to Jain scholars. Who are those Jain scholars? First one, Shanti Sena. Next, Prabha Chandra Suri. Prabha Chandra Suri. Okay, then Ghanapala. Ghanapala. Okay, King Bhoja. He gave support to these three Jain scholars. Who are those Jain scholars? Shanti Sena, Prabha Chandra Suri and Ghanapala. Okay, not only this, many poetic works were written during the rule of Rajputs. Okay, which are those poetic works? Poetic works. First one, Jayadeva wrote a famous book called Geeta Govinda. Okay, Jayadeva wrote Geeta Govinda. Then Bharavi wrote a famous book called Kirartharjuna Vijaya. Kirartharjuna Vijaya. Next, one more poet, Bhatrahari. Bhatrahari. He wrote a famous book called Ravanavada. Ravanavada. Okay. Then Mahendrapala. Mahendrapala. He wrote a famous book. Okay, called Kavya Mimamsa. Okay, these are all the books written during the rule of Rajputs. Okay, these are all poetic works written during the rule of Rajputs. Okay, first one, Jayadeva wrote a famous book called Geeta Govinda. Then Bharavi wrote a famous book, Kirartharjuna Vijaya. Next, Bhatrahari wrote a book called Ravanavada. Next, Mahendrapala wrote a famous book called Kavya Mimamsa. These are all the poetic works of Rajput period. Okay, not only poetic works, some dramas also written during the rule of Rajputs. Okay, which are those dramas? First one, Rajashekara. Rajashekara, he wrote a famous drama called Bala Ramayana. Bala Ramayana. and Karpura Manchari. Karpura Manchari. Bala Ramayana and Karpura Manjari. Then one more drama that was written by Bhavabhuti. Bhavabhuti. Okay. That is Uttara Ramacharita. Uttara Ramacharita. Then Mahavira Charita. Mahavira Charita. Okay. These are the two dramas written during the rule of Rajaputs. Okay. First one, Rajashekara wrote a drama called Bala Ramayana and Karpura Manjari. Okay. Then Bhavabhuti wrote a drama called Uttara Ramacharita and Mahavira Charita. Okay. Then next, some other historical works also written during this period. Okay. Some historical works also written during the rule of Rajaputs. Okay, it includes Jainika wrote a famous historical work. Okay, called Prithviraja Vijaya. Prithviraja Vijaya. Okay, Prithviraja Vijaya. Then Kalhana. Kalhana wrote a famous historical work, that is Raja Tarangini. Raja Tarangini. Okay, next Hemachandra. Hemachandra wrote a famous work. Okay, that is Kumara Pala Charita. Kumara Pala Charita. These are all the historical works written during the rule of Rajputs. Okay, Jainika wrote Prithviraja Vijaya. Kalhana wrote Rajatarangini. Hemachandra wrote Kumarapala Charita. Okay, these are all historical works. Okay, next, two famous biographical works written during the rule of Rajaputs. Okay, first one, Prithviraja Raso. It was written by Chand Bardai. Okay, then next, Bhoja Prabandha. Bhoja Prabandha. It was written by Ballala. Okay, these two works explains the biography of kings, Rajaput kings. Prithviraja Raso was written by Chand Bardai. Okay, this work explains the biography of Prithviraj Chauhan. Okay, next, Bhoja Prabandha. Okay, this book explains the biography of Ballala. Okay, so these are the biographical works also written during the rule of Rajaputs. Okay, then Rajaputs gave support to some educational institutions like Nalanda, Kashi, Vikramashila and Ujjain. Okay, these are the educational institutions. Supported by Rajaputs. Okay, Nalanda, next Kashi, Vikramashila, then Ujjain. Okay, Rajaputs give support to all these educational institutions also. Okay, these are all the contributions of Rajaputs to Indian history. Clear this? Now we may learn Contributions of Rajputs in the field of paintings. A painting style of Rajputs classified into two. Okay, one Rajasthani style of painting. Rajasthani style of painting. Then a second one, Pahari style of painting. Pahari style of painting. Rajasthani style of painting and Pahari style of painting. Okay. So Rajasthani style of painting can be seen in some places of India. It includes Jodhpur, Jaisalmer, okay, next Mewar and Buni. In these places we can get to see Rajasthani style of painting. Second, that is Pahari style of painting. Pahari style of paintings can be seen in Kasoli, Garhwal, Kasoli, Garhwal and Jammu. Clear this? In this way, Rajputs has a special place in the history of India. Okay, Rajputs developed two style of paintings. One Rajasthani style of painting, next Pahari style of painting. Where we can get to see Rajasthani style of painting, Jodhpur, Jaisalmer, Mewar and Buni. Okay, then Pahari style of painting can be seen in Kasoli, Garhwal and Jammu. Okay, so they developed painting very well. Especially they are famous for their miniature paintings. Miniature means they were famous for small paintings. Okay, miniature means small paintings. Totally, Rajputs has a special place in the history of India. Clear this?